Good morning. Yesterday, a buddy of mine invited me to go fishing with him this morning. Problem is, today's Sunday morning. So I told him no, I've got to go to church today. Well, he kind of joked and said, well, man, if you ain't talking to the Lord while you're fishing, you ain't fishing right. I've heard that a lot. I might have even said it a time or two. And I do talk to the Lord when I fish. I talk to the Lord when I drive down the road. I talk to the Lord when I'm building something for my wife in the backyard, or when I'm on my 20-acre property doing work out there. I find a lot of time to talk to the Lord. But it's always while I'm doing what I want to do. Never on His time. Kind of reminded me, a couple weeks ago, my oldest son, he's 12 years old. It was one morning he didn't want to go to school. It was one of those days toward the end of the school year when the school really wasn't doing too much. He just didn't want to be there, said it was going to be boring. So I made a deal with him. I said, I tell you what, you can stay home from school, but you got to go out to our property and I'm going to put you to work today. He agreed. Me and that boy went out there and we spent all day long. I put him to work hard. He never complained. Well, later in the day, my wife picked the other two kids up from school. She was headed to the house. She asked if she needed to pick him up too. She said, I'm sure he's tired of being out there, and he'd rather come home and get him something to eat, go play in the backyard, play a video game, or do something else. So I asked him what he wanted to do. To my surprise, he asked me, he said, Daddy, are you going home too? I said, no, I'm going to stay out here a little while longer. Still got some things need to be done. He said, well, if you're here, I'm here. And y'all, it's not because he enjoyed the work. It's just because he enjoyed spending time with me. This was one of the first times where he was choosing to spend time with me instead of me spending time with him while he's doing the things that he does, whether he's fishing, or whether he's playing ball, or whether he's working on some project in the house. And I'm just there, and he's talking to me while he's doing it. This was different. He chose to stay with me, just to be with me. I'm going to church this morning.